What's up guys, Freezy here. Earlier this year, I had a rather unfortunate 400 incident on Blue Archive. So I got completely burned out on gacha games. After some time, I got into Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Man, that's a long title. I'll just call it Star Reso from now on. It's kinda like an old school MMORPG with a more modern twist added. And I had a lot of fun with it. Since global server for the game is about to launch, and I got some free time during the Chinese national holiday, I thought it's a good time to share my thoughts on the game. So what is Star Reso exactly? The predecessor is a game called Blue Protocol. It was shut down in January this year. Somehow, Tencent came and bought all the game assets. They made a new game with it, which is Star Reso. So Star Reso kept the same anime art style, but the gameplay and the economy are vastly different compared to the original. It is basically a new game. The game has the classic MMO trinity with DPS, tank, and healer. Gameplay is action-based combat, and there is a dedicated dodge button. Combat is pretty fast-paced, and learning the skill combo for your class is very important. The game has no real PvP at the moment, and nearly all the content are group dungeons and raids. Nearly all the endgame content require a lot of team coordination. The game has a built-in voice chat, and it is used extensively. Having an in-game leader calling out all the mechanics is crucial. Most of the game mechanics are fairly simple, like dodging special attacks, gathering up, and run to specific locations. I say the game is easier than Final Fantasy XIV. It's an entry-level MMO aimed at the more casual audience. Now let's talk about what I like about Star Reso. First off, this game actually rewards you for being good. Let's look at one example here. Here we have currently the most difficult raid, and you are supposed to place these two teleport crystals far apart from each other and use them to teleport between the insta-kill circle. As you can see, my team fucked it up. They put them together. So this is basically a team wipe. However, in this game, the ultimate skill has invulnerability frames, and I used it to dodge the circle and survived, while my whole team was killed. Unfortunately, I wasn't playing the healer class this time, so I couldn't revive them. There's definitely a skill cap to this game, and being good is quite rewarding. Another thing I like is the balance between casual and hardcore gameplay. The game can be played on mobile, and all the daily grinding can be done on phone. Daily activities typically take around 20 to 30 minutes per day. The higher difficulty raids and tower modes are done weekly. It's around 2 to 3 hours per week, so most people play them on PC during the weekends. Compared to other hardcore MMOs, Star Reso requires far less time commitment. The game even has a compensation shop, so if you miss any weekly content, the shop will sell you majority of the rewards next week for basically no cost. You don't really have to worry about falling behind. My friend took a hiatus for 5 weeks and caught up in just 2 days. So the casual play experience is great. How about hardcore? Well, there's a lot of stuff to do if you want to min-max everything. First, the equipment has random stats, so getting the optimal stats can provide you with another 10 to 20% damage boost. You can also be a trader and make profit from the trading post. Since pretty much everything in the game can be bought with in-game money, making money or getting a lucky drop feels really good in this game. And finally, the main reason I stuck playing Star Reso for almost 500 hours now is the art style and the community. The game has lots of character customization options, so it's pretty easy to make a unique looking cute anime character. The game's photo mode is pretty nice. You can do all sorts of things with it. It is also super easy to cosplay as your favorite anime character. Here are a bunch of cosplayers I found after walking around the main city for a bit. I've also been to many community events hosted by players, like birthday parties, weddings, and even a beauty pageant. You can find groups for very niche things too. I guess the game is pretty chill. People just hang out, chat, and make new friends naturally. Okay, so I talked about the good stuff. Now let's get to the bad. I'll be totally honest, the game is absolutely pay to win. More precisely, it's heavily pay to progress. Right now I'm playing the Chinese server, which is at the end of Season 1. In a typical group raid, assuming all the players are skilled enough to play optimally and not playing OP class, a typical top tier whale will do about 260k DPS. Most dolphins are at around 200k. I'm a small spender, and I sit at around 180k. Hardcore free-to-play are around 130 to 150k, so that's the power level after playing for 3 months. Free-to-play can achieve peak power level for Season 1 after maybe 7 or 8 months, but by the time free-to-play catches up, it's probably Season 3 already, and there will be new power-ups. So the whales are always gonna be ahead by a large margin. The game has challenge level dungeons, which are pretty much for whales only. There's no reward for them thankfully, only bragging rights. So how much does it cost to be a top tier whale in Star Rezo? After consulting a few whale friends of mine, assuming the most expensive gem package costs $100 US, it's gonna cost around 5 to 6k to max all important things. Keep in mind though, this is a rough estimate based on the market rate on Chinese server, so take it with a grain of salt. Things might be different on global. There's gonna be new things to spend every season, so I'm guessing Season 2 spending will be similar. Now how about free-to-play? Is the free-to-play experience good? The answer is kinda, not really. I think hardcore free-to-play really sucks in this game. You pretty much need to play one main character with 2 smurfs, and you gotta spend a lot of time making profits from the trading post. I personally don't think it's worth the time. But I do know someone who just played the game to make profit from the trading post. He probably made about $700 to $800 worth of in-game money over 3 months. For casual play, Star Rezo is pretty good. You can do all the endgame content without much trouble, play with a group of friends and have fun. Occasionally spend a little cash on good-looking outfits. That's how most of my friends are playing the game. Finally, I gotta talk about the ugly, and that is the paid-only outfit and gacha outfit. Now things might be different on global, but on Chinese server, some outfits are locked behind paywall. Like the bunny girls, you can only get it through cash. The rate for the gacha outfit is only 0.15%, with 80 pulls guarantee. So you are pretty much always hitting the guarantee. Some hairstyles are also bundled with the gacha outfit, so if you really want to look fabulous, it can get quite expensive. One thing to note is that you can buy the gacha outfit with in-game currency. Assuming you get no lucky drops, the daily income is around 60k. The gacha outfit usually sells for around 5 million on the trading post, so it takes roughly 3 months. Normally you'll get some lucky drops eventually, so most free-to-play I know took about 2 months to save up that 5 million. Each season is gonna last about 3 months, so 2 months worth of income going into cosmetics and not improving your character. Is it good or bad? I'll leave that for you to decide. And that's gonna be it for this video. I might have more free time until the end of this year, so maybe I'll make some guides for Star Rezo, who knows. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see more guides, or maybe a class tier list. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.